Now, I'm sure some of you are looking around the room and wondering, where is Stany Larsen? She's here in spirit. But we do have someone standing in for her. Would Stany's stand-in please come forward and take your seat? And now it's time for those area directors from Division H to come forward and share their wisdom with us and the audience. Come on up.
My Stany, have you changed over this year, what this year has done to you?
Few more grains.
Yes. Yeah. You've lost a lot of the hair, gained in other places.
Would you like to see?
We're at a school.
Oh.
But I do want to thank you for bringing this ragtag group of people who had absolutely no clue as to what we were getting ourselves into. I was told, oh, just go to 2 meetings a year, that's it. 2 meetings, no big deal. That's all you got to do. July and August were crazy, and by August we didn't even have all of our area directors for our division. And we had to put on a contest, and we had no clue what we were doing, but we did it. Thank you, Stany. You helped us get there. And by the end, when we went to do our spring contests, we were the first division to have all of our contests scheduled, and we were the only division that had all of our next year's area directors already committed. That was a great job. Right? So how did Stany do this? Well, you have to know a little bit about Stany. How many of you know Stany? Good. Did you know that she used to be in the Highway Patrol? Yes. What did she do? Can you imagine? She knew how to get us into shape. She had us out there. She had us doing things. And we stepped right up in line. Yes, ma'am, whatever we were doing. All the time. And she used to have a dog kennel, and she loves dogs, and she has those pit bulls, so they were always right there, waiting, if we didn't stand in line perfectly straight. Right? But there was one other threat that we always worried about. You know that her job today, she is an IRS auditor. So every time she'd come into my office and she'd look around, and you are getting your area evaluations in. Yes, you're getting everything done on time. Yes, looking at my office, writing down my address, getting my business all done. You were, yes.
Yeah.
So I want to thank you, Stany, for bringing this ragtag group that had absolutely no clue what we were doing to a group that's we actually might make it through. I don't know. We're not losing too much, but I think we're going to do it. Thank you, Stany.
Thank you.
I would like to thank Stany for how she brought me into the area directorship position. I remember the conversation like it was yesterday. She approached me and she said, Ben, I would like you to become an area director, and if you don't do it, I'm going to break your legs. Those are her words, not mine. Now, of course, you just heard that Stany works for one of the most beloved institutions in the country. The IRS. Of course, we've all recently paid our taxes, or if you haven't, I mean, come on, you're in a public school. Think about it.
You can extend.
Yes, you can extend something that you've told me to do a couple of times. Mark, I mean Stany. It was that pursuit of trying to get me to become an area director, but we call it being voluntold here at Toastmasters, that eventually you explained how great dedication and personal strength and grit I can become an area director. I guess I survived, to say the least. But yeah, thanks, Stany.
Very welcome.
Stany, you have been an inspiration to all of us directors because you personify the American dream. Just like Lincoln could go from a backwoods log cabin in Indiana to Washington, D.C., you came from the wilds of upstate New York, or as we like to call it, not New York. Here to the bright lights of Vegas. I still see you have your lumberjack attire on, paying tribute to your roots. And it was there in upstate that you developed those rough and ready skills that you helped us with as our supervisor. Skills like black fly bite avoiding, Adirondack chair making, 1972 Olympics hosting, and Sing Sing prison guarding. All of these you've carried into your position, and it's that toughness that motivated me to keep going when you gave me some of the most challenging assignments in the district. I mean, think about the clubs you gave me. Blue Flame, where I could die from a gas explosion. Megawatts at Envy Energy, where I could be electric shocked. Renaissance at Celebrity Center, where I might have a run-in with Tom Cruise. But through all this, you've carried forward the modern spirit of Toastmasters. You don't call us governors, no. You call us directors with a new terminology, and that helps me as a member of the millennial generation, learning skills I can use. You really understand that Toastmasters is not the Moose Lodge, it's not the Elks Club, it's not a fraternal society. No, it's a leadership training organization, though when you did make me wear that fez and have me call you Supreme Imperial Grand Poobah,
I am.
I felt like the governor language was a bit more appropriate.
Thank you.
So today we roast you, Stany Larsen.
Thank you.
Oh, you're going to stand in for Barbara?
There's one last thing for Barbara. Stany,
Yeah.
Barbara will never in her life drive another 7-hour drive with you to a meeting. Because you might just have her at the end signing up to be a district, another district office.
Yep.
Because you're very good at convincing people. Thank you.
Yes, I am.
Madam Toastmaster.